Hello and welcome to this review of the Citadel knife. Not hobby tool, not anything else, just a knife. I like knives. On the back it says it's not a toy, warning, risk of injury if misused, sharp blade may snap. Oh, that's not good news so far, is it? To be used by over 18s only. So, it doesn't say, well, it's got 18 plus, but it doesn't say that you have to be over 18 to buy it. But let me assure you, you do. You have to be over 18 to buy any knife in the UK here. But yeah, there you go. So that's the knife. I'm gonna unbox it with just a small knife that I have lying around now and again. So you've got these security seals, shouldn't be a problem for this Texas toothpick. And this is what you get inside. Now it does say it's made in China, so let's have a look. So it's this kind of purpley type, bronzy kind of colour that I don't think Games Workshop produce. They might do, who knows. But this is it. And these are the blades. Surgical blades, that's what they are. And they're actually Swann Morton. So if you think about getting a hobby knife, you could buy a Swann Morton, because this is the blades that the Citadel knife uses. Now, like the clippers and like the drill, the instructions and things are on the side of the box. I do apologise about that. Sometimes you do get interrupted when you do videos, but I shall carry on. So this is the Swann Morton, this is the Citadel knife, and I said before, they've got the instructions on the side of the box, which you wouldn't naturally see. So one, operation, you've got to push this all the way out, like any normal hobby knife. You've got to put a blade on, so you've got to push it that way and then pull it that way. No written instructions. And then something will light up apparently. No, you get a clicking noise obviously when you do that. And they're saying using pliers when you do this, and I would use pliers, because you don't want to be pushing it with your finger and then it going through your finger, because these are surgical blades. These are some of the sharpest ones, you know, out there, and you don't want to be doing your models with plasters and things. As you can see, I'm plaster free at the moment, touch wood. Hopefully I will stay that way, but maybe not after buying this. It says that you can cut them off the sprue, but I don't use them that way. I use clippers, you know, the really good clippers. But you can do that if you wish. But I would personally cut them off the sprue, and then it should have shown a little part of a model with a bit of flash or something to sticking up, or part of the sprue sticking up, and then you could just, it should have shown the blade going through that to cut that piece of plastic off. But never mind. So tear in this direction. So that means tear in this direction. So you tear away, and then these are all the sharp things in here. Sterile. And you just peel this back, and there is your Swann Morton England BS. Probably all can decide what BS stands for. And they say use clippers and things, but for the purposes of this I'll be very, very naughty and I won't. So I would strongly advise you to use some clippers put the blades on. Now the thing is, it's a bit of a poor design, because when you're putting them on, it's going to push that back, because I think it only locks there. So it's strange that you have to push that forward while pushing this back. There you go. You hear the click, and then what I do is I just pull it forward a little bit so it is in place. So it seems to me it won't actually click properly because there's some kind of bit of metal there that's not flat. So we'll try again in a moment. Okay, well, after a bit of fiddling, I managed to get it on properly. This is what it looks like finished. Important to note that you do have 1, 2, 3, 4 more blades. They're a bit tight, I think, on blades, because they give you 4, well, plus that one, so that's 5. That should last you a few months, probably a year. It depends on how many models you buy and how much you use it. I don't use this for the mould lines, not if I can help it. I use the mould line remover or the, sorry, I don't mean to wave the knife about, but I use the mould line remover or the files. I think they're excellent. They do better job than this, because sometimes when you cut with this blade you can create like flat patches. But they give you 5 blades in total, 4 that are spare, and you obviously need to keep them in a safe place. Then you've got your blade, and that's it. I'm not going to cut anything because it's a surgical blade. It's meant to be sharp, and it's Swann Morton, so you can really trust that that will be sharp. But if you really want me to, I'll just do a cut test straight away, even though 1 is not specifically needed. There. As you can see, some of the sharpest blades on the planet. There's not even, yeah. So they are very, very sharp. So I'm just going to compare it to my old one, or current cutting tool. Weight wise, it's heavier than the old one. You've got, it's locked at the moment, and it won't actually come out unless you push it down and pull out, whereas this, you could leave that without the cap on and you might lose the cap. If that falls, it's heavier on the front, so that will land straight on you. I've had problems with the tips snapping off now and again, but they did provide you with a lot of these, but they weren't Swann Morton as far as I could tell. They were just normal surgical blades. And also when you put the knife in, sometimes it wasn't, the knife wasn't, or the blade wasn't exactly level with the line of handle, but the handle's comfortable and it gives you plenty of control. And this is just like your normal you know, just like a normal Stanley knife really, but a bit of a smaller version. Which one I prefer we'll have to see, won't we, how I get on. But I do like this one. It's got a bit of weight to it. It can be a bit tricky to get it to the open position that's locked, and I don't know how much I trust this lock position here, because already just by me pushing, not actually pressing down but pushing, it's disengaged it. And likewise, well, I say likewise, it won't go the other way, but it'll definitely go that way from locked. Whereas this, you know it's out, you know it's secure in there, and you've got quite a bit of faith in it. I don't know how much this one was, probably about 12 or 15 quid, and this one's obviously 15 quid. So yeah, I thought that might help you. So all in all, I think it's a pretty decent knife. It's got some jimping on there, no jimping on the underside, but it's got a nice hole there. Everyone likes a nice hole. You could put like 550 cord or something in there maybe, I'm not sure. But either way, it's a decent enough knife. It's 15 quid. you might be able to pick up one from a hobby store somewhere else for cheaper. I've already noticed that there's a scratch there already, and I've only just taken it out of the box, so you know, that's another indication of quality, I suppose. But then again, the clippers came like that, and what can you expect, really? But anyway, that's the new knife. I thought I'd do like an unboxing and review. There you go. If you've had any problems with this knife, or if you think it's incredible, put it down below. I obviously haven't had a chance to use it, but I'm pretty sure it'll do well. I mean, it's a knife, it's sharp, and it'll cut things. There's not much more you can ask for, really. But anyway, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching. Take care.